Hearing from the president and the Health and Human Services Secretary, Alex Azar, there in the Rose Garden a few moments ago before we started inviting these CEOs to come up to the lectern, was talking about testing and ventilators. One, on testing, they had this, lab kit there that they say is this portable lab test kit that's going to be able to produce results hopefully within minutes. That is something that they're introducing that we know the president they've been talking about privately. Though of course the question is, when is it going to be available on a widespread scale? They said they're going to start sending some of those out starting tomorrow, but the questions of when that reaches everyone and the availability is going to be the big question, because we know there are a lot of states that are actually still struggling with testing. Some of these are smaller states, more rural areas that don't have the same kind of capacities that you've seen ramp up in places like San Francisco and in New York, and those are still going to be vitally important as well, because some of those people are very far away from their closest hospital. They're in very rural areas, and so that's going to be a big point of concern that we've been hearing from governors and what they've been expressing to the White House in recent days, is they are not only dealing with this, just like the rest of the nation, but some of these places are just now starting to see how many people in their state, how many confirmed cases of coronavirus they have. That certainly is happening in my home state of Alabama. That's something you've been reading the reports on, where people didn't realize how serious this was until more recent days when they saw how many people had this. The other thing, Wolf, is the president is talking about ventilators. He says that Florida is now committed to also start making ventilators as well. He says once the U.S. has more than it needs, they're going to start sending them to other countries. So of course we should be very careful to say that right now we are nowhere near close to a place like that, based on the conversations that you've either had with people inside the White House or health experts who say they do not currently have the ventilators they need. Now we know the president has invoked the Defense Production Act to get General Motors to start making ventilators. Though he said they've already started, we should note that yesterday GM said they have not started yet, because it's a very complicated process. They've got to retool their factories to be able to make these complicated machines. So that is still something that is going to take some time, but he is saying they are ramping up. We know he said they want to get 100,000 ventilators in 100 days. So of course the question is, is that going to be enough ventilators when they start needing them in the next few weeks? As the president said, he expects to hit a peak of coronavirus cases in the next 2 weeks. So we haven't heard that from the doctors. We've only heard that from the president so far, but that is what they're predicting right now.
Yeah, he has accepted the doctor's suggestion based on models that maybe 100,000 or maybe even 200,000 people in the United States will die from coronavirus over the next several weeks. And he said it could have been worse, could have been 1 million or 2 million. So he's looking at those numbers, 100,000, 200,000. That's relatively good. Right now, approaching 3,000 deaths here in the United States. Daniel Dale is with us as well. Daniel, you always listen very closely to the president. You're our fact checker. What did you hear?
Well, I haven't heard anything so far yet today that I could immediately call objectively false. That's an improvement on Trump's previous performances, but I caution we need to wait until the Q&A portion to see if he's going